So the year is coming to an end, and even though new and exciting things are happening, like starting my own business, I also feel like I've become disconnected with life, from the constant worries and thoughts that come with it. I'll admit, it's a long and lonely road, but I'm hoping by starting this channel and documenting my journey, it will help me reconnect and hopefully meet new people and start living again.
Okay, so it's finally happening. I've been contemplating starting this channel for like over the year. I just never knew what I was gonna talk about. I was always second guessing. I'm like, oh, what do I use? Like, what camera would I use? What equipment do I need? I don't know anything about editing. But I was just like, screw it, let's do it. It's a new year, I'm starting this YouTube channel. In terms of what I'm gonna talk about, I think I finally found my niche of exactly where I wanna go with this channel. It's more gonna be more of a lifestyle, come with me, with more of a like an entrepreneur type journey. So I just wanted to talk about how my entrepreneur journey has been going, the struggles, the ups and downs, the challenges I had to face and all that. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of people over the year or the past 2 years over this pandemic who started their own business, you know, and they're going through the same thing, or they want to start it, right? But they're like a little bit scared. I wanted to like sort of document my journey of where I'm at, so that you guys can see what it takes to actually become an entrepreneur. That's not to say that I'm like made. I'm far from it. I just started. This has only been going for a year. Throughout my channel, I'm gonna be explaining more of exactly how it all started, where I'm at, what I'm doing, so that you guys can have a better understanding of, I don't know, like you guys can have a understanding or see my journey, my ups, my downs, my lows. Let me tell you, there are a lot of lows. Ooh, I got stories for you guys in this channel. So if you guys wanna, you know, follow me in my journey, or you're thinking of like starting an entrepreneur or business or anything, a YouTube, pretty much anything that you think you want to start, you know, you can start like right now with me. Follow, like, and subscribe, and we can go get this year. Next year, 2023, that's our year, together. First YouTube channel, first YouTube video. Let's go. Surprisingly, it's not that cold today. It's only like -1. I know a lot of people say, oh, that's cold. But if you live in Canada, that's nothing. You know how everybody is like competing of which country is the coldest? Or like, oh no, over here is like -20, that's nothing. Or people who live in like the warmer areas, like, oh, how do you live in Canada? It's so cold over there. You get used to it, right? Like a lot of people would say -1, that's like hella cold. But for us Canadians, that's like t-shirt weather, you know? The only thing that sucks about it is that during the winter, it gets a little bit gloomy. It's like 12 p.m. right now, and it's so gloomy. So that's the only advantage that people who live in like the warmer regions, it's a lot more sun exposure over there. A lot less depression, you know? It makes a difference, right? When you're trying to stay motivated, or you're trying to like not be sad because things are not going your way. Living in like a very gloomy area, it doesn't help. Sunlight definitely is a pick-me-up. So we made it to downtown Toronto. I'm a little bit shy filming down here, mainly because I'm new to this. If you keep seeing me looking to the right, it's because I'm constantly looking at people looking at me. So I have to get used to this. You know, it's a new year. You have to try new things, get comfortable being uncomfortable. I think that's one of my goals for the new year. It's just trying out new things, and that's exactly what I'm trying to show you guys with this channel. Is who cares about what people think? If you want to do a YouTube channel and you're scared of people making fun of you for being cringy on the camera or anything like that, or being scared of failure, like who cares? Just try it, right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you'll never know unless you try it, right? So I think this is a perfect opportunity for me to tell you guys exactly what I do, or like my background story. I went to architecture school. I always wanted to be an architect, or I wanted to design something beautiful. But as the program slowly ended, I kind of started to realize that architects don't really make that much money unless you're old or famous. So I always knew I had to do something else. I was already deep into the program, so there was no going back. And then I thought, hey, can I use my skills that I've learned so far and then use that to make a business? Anyways, I graduate and I was working at Starbucks at the time, and then boom, the pandemic hits and everything starts to shut down. Anyways, I found myself with a lot of time at home, just brainstorming, like how do I use my time more wisely? And I started to see that businesses were still thriving on Instagram, or like businesses that were online, those were like still popping. Anyways, I started an Instagram page related to architecture and interior design while still working at Starbucks, and I slowly started building this page. I was thinking, hey, maybe I can grow this page and then get enough clients to pay me for my services, right? Okay, so that was the whole plan. I spent a whole year growing the Instagram page, and it gets to like 50K. I don't know how I managed to do that, but this goes to show you anything's possible. Anyways, I grow the page to 50K, and I still wasn't really making any money from it. So I graduate and I'm thinking I need to get my big boy job now. Let me start looking for like architecture jobs. I land a job, I don't know how, during the pandemic, but I managed to land a job at a small firm. Hated it, let me tell you. It was like really bad. Shitty boss. I'm not gonna name him or anything. I'm not gonna name the company that I work for, just to give them the privacy. I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but it was pretty bad. Anyways, I'm working here for a whole year, and I'm still growing the account, right? I'm not making any money from it, but the goal is to get it to a point where I can start offering my services. Anyway, something happens at work, and I was like, this is it. I need to go now or never. I learned how to build a landing page for my service, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this to promote on my Instagram account, right? And at this point, I think it was already at 80K, and I was like, okay, now I have enough people to like promote my services. I'm growing the community. I'm getting a lot of good feedback from them. I'm like, okay, let's go, offer my service. I start promoting it, and at first I get a little bit of clients, and I'm like, okay, it's working. So I'm doing this Instagram thing, and I'm also working at this small design firm that I hate. And I start saving with hopes of saving enough money to quit, and then going full on this design business journey, right? And if it goes south, I'm like, okay, I need a plan B. Maybe I'll just do Uber and also continue doing this and growing, right? Anyways, I save enough. I quit. I put in my resignation. That was very scary. That was the most scariest time of my life. Like, I was unsure. Like, as I was giving my resignation, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, what if this doesn't work out? I'm screwed. And that's exactly what happened. First, I started getting a little bit of clients, and I was like, okay, it's gonna work. But then the next month, nothing. It was dry. And I'm like, crap. I started dipping into my savings, right? And then also maxing out my credit cards. And I'm like, shit, now I need to go do Uber. So I started doing Uber for a little while. And then the page is still continuing to grow, right? I get it to a point where it hits 100K. And that's when it starts getting a little bit more consistent client-wise, right? And I was like, okay, it's working. Goes to show, guys, don't give up. Just keep going. Anyways, now that brings me to this point where it's a little bit more consistent. I think I'm making like the regular amount of money that I was working at a regular job.
And also, I'm slowly starting to implement other income sources. Started seeing that a lot of social media influencers were also promoting products and then getting a commission off of that. So I was like, hey, let me do that as well. I start promoting home products, furniture, decor, or anything that's related to home. I start promoting that on my Instagram channel as well. Sorry, not Instagram channel, Instagram page. And now that's also starting to pop off as well, thank God. It helps when you have a lot of followers as well. Build your community on Instagram. Don't be like me. Don't just quit your job and then think it's gonna work, right? You have to build your community first. You have to have a lot of good feedback. Know that it's gonna like provide you with a steady source of clients, right? Anyways, now with my affiliate program, I'm slowly getting like passive income where every month now I can rely on it. I'm still not big, let me tell you. Like I'm not like very successful yet. I'm not making like a crazy amount of money, but it's enough to get by, right? And that's what I'm trying to show you guys, like my journey. Anyways, enough rambling. I'm gonna get to work. I have a lot of clients work to do. I also got to work on my affiliate posts. It's not, I say it's passive, but you still got to work on it like a little bit. You guys still got to post consistently in order to make it passive. What else do I got to do? Oh, and I also got to edit this video that you're going to be watching right now. Anyways, let's get it. Alright guys, I finished my work for today. I think I'm just gonna go get food. I'm gonna take you guys with me, and then after that I might just go home. I decided for dinner I would go to my favorite Chinese restaurant called Yang's Braised Chicken. If you guys are in Toronto, you really need to try it. Their food is top tier if you like Chinese food. I absolutely destroyed that meal, but now it's time to head home.